hello. Hi. Thank you so much for tuning into this stream. If you're new here, hi. I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber here to give you full body chills. And you guys, today we have one of those cases that's been circulating online for forever. One of the creepiest internet mysteries, and at the center of it is this one image, one picture, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. You might know about this picture, you probably know it, or like you've probably seen it at least online, at least like, you know, somewhere on the internet while browsing. It's the image of Jeff the Killer. So that's what we're talking about today. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm messing up my intro as always, but thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm sorry, I'm like looking down because I'm trying to like set something up. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hello, hi. Might not be able to stick around for long though. I'll see you in the VOD. No worries. Thank you so much. Wait, let me move something from underneath my my desk. But yeah, I've made the new chat work. Look at this. Look at that. It's finally here. Finally. Oh my god. I've been trying to like set it up, and yeah, like I messaged the person who coded the chat, and they finally yeah, like they helped me a lot, and yeah, I appreciate it so much because I've been wanting to get the chat working. At least it's not Smile Dog. Oh, it's gonna be mentioned. So Smile Dog will be mentioned because it's up there with Jeff the Killer. But I just wanted to kick it up. I just wanted to start with, you know, with Jeff the Killer first. Oh shit. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you so much for coming. I'm just gonna be on the floor. Fabian, thank you so much. Oh shit. Wow, you guys, thanks. Oh my god. If you see this message, then I'm a ghost now. It's weird and I miss my legs. Also, Labubu did it. Of course, Labubu. It's always the Labubu. Labubus are cursed. My name is Jeff. Oh my god, fake it. But yeah, no, we're talking about Jeff the Killer today, right? Like the image. But we're not just talking about the story, the creepypasta, you know who wrote it. We're gonna dive deep into where did this image come from, because no one really knows. And I found something new today. Like I did find some additional information. Wait, I have to like open some stuff. I forgot to open some things. Thank you for tossing the tossing mini Mothman at me. Okay. We got the. Okay, cool. We got what we're here for. Okay, but I did promise 2 fun facts. So before we get to the, you know, Jeff the Killer, before we start talking about the case, I did promise 2 fun facts last time, because you guys did send me 2 super chats at the end, and I just didn't notice. Also, Danny, thank you so much for the super. Got to try matcha latte again. It was delish. Of course it was. Of course, the matcha supremacy. Have you guys seen this? I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say it because it has the N word. But have you guys seen the skit, the matcha skit? And it's like, chill out, slow down, have a matcha. Yeah, exactly that. Chill out, slow down, have a matcha. But yeah, you guys have to I have to like play it, or I gotta find it, or I have to like show it to you guys, or you guys have to find it yourself. But there's like matcha and now. That's the skit. The original author, yeah, like he's saying like, I'm a matcha and now. But yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, just realized that chat looks new. That's awesome. Yeah, it's the oh Jesus Christ, what happened to my hand? What happened to my arms? But yeah, it's the detective, the true crimey I guess the murder board chat. So yeah, there's that. It's great. The skit is great. You guys have to, you know, look for it. I'm gonna find it. I might find it at the end of the stream. But I did promise 2 fun facts. So we have 2 fun facts today. Well, I mean now There might be more fun facts later, but I just wanted to show this to you. Blah, I can't today. My mouth doesn't work. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys 2 fun facts. So one fun fact is about Uma Musume. A new horse was added. A new horse girl was added, and her name is Still in Love. And apparently, this character is a yandere. And as I scrolled through Twitter, I found the context to why this particular horse girl is a yandere. And the horse based on, the actual race horse that she was based on was a yandere too. So this is the story. Still in Love had only one jockey for her entire career, and she wouldn't let any other jockey ride her, and they had a strange relationship. I'm sorry, define strange. Okay, so strange relationship. They were very close, and her jockey has been quoted saying that he would elope with her if he ever lost the jockey position. When she died, her jockey dropped everything to rush to her side. Oh, that's cute. He attributed his entire career to her. Even now, he says he is still in love with Still in Love. Yeah. Was the real horse also a girl? I mean, I guess so, yeah. I don't know. Maybe not. I guess she was, yeah. She was a triple tiara winner, but after she lost the Queen Elizabeth II Cup, she never recovered and started displaying mental disability issues. Mental stability. What I misread. Mental stability issues. It's common speculation that it was because she spotted her jockey with his girlfriend. Whoops. With his girlfriend, who at that day brought her to a race for the first time. Uh-oh. Whoops. Wow, what a sad story. A little bit sad, but at the same time, what? Also, it's Eli. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so the horse really did have feelings for him. I think so. I believe so. Yeah. Okay, another one. Take a look. This is not an eye. I looked at it and I was just like, wow, someone's Photoshop skills. And then I realized it's a dog. This dog is so hairy. Its snout looks like an eye. It's a little pom-pom. I thought it was an eye and it's not. Oh, I saw that earlier. Yeah. Wait, okay. Another one. Another fun fact. And this is, fun fact. It's a fun activity. So this is the fun activity. Fuck. Okay, so these are perfect. Like, if you look at the faces separately, perfectly normal. And then if you stare at the red dot for a little bit, the faces are gonna turn weird. Like, you're gonna start seeing like weird monster faces. It's kind of strange. I mean, it's horrifying. Like, if you really look at the dot, suddenly the faces, like you're gonna see like weird, very strange faces. That's it. Yeah, that's the illusion, optical illusion. Your brain is playing tricks on you. Okay. Yeah, it works. It works, right? It's crazy. Okay, but we're gonna see some monster faces today. We're gonna see a very strange face in the picture that I've got for you today. Wait, I'm just kind of resetting some things. But yeah, it's crazy that image is, or that GIF, I guess, GIF is crazy. But yeah, okay. So, this is the last stream of the week, by the way. I'm going to be back on Wednesday, as always. There's going to be a YouTube short or two between now and Wednesday. So don't worry, there always will be some content. You can expect some videos. And then I'll be back on Wednesday, where this week I will have a hangout with my Patreon members. This month, it's the Ruby and Diamond tier Patreon members. So you guys, if you are a Patreon member in that tier, you can expect an announcement soon. And Joshua, thank you so much for the super. Thanks for the fun facts on that. Here's banana peel. Jesus. I have to expect this. I just have to. I always forget that the super chat is just gonna yeet me across the room. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The last stream of the week. Then I take 2 days off to work on things and just to have some time off. And then I'll be back with some spooky time the next week. Okay. So let's get right into the case. Wait, first I have to let me drink some water because I already talked a lot and my throat is just not great. I wasn't feeling too great. Yesterday we did have a stream on Patreon and we looked at some other creepy photos with their origin. Like we gave it some context. We did talk about some pretty creepy cases tied to the photo. I think the creepiest one or the most heartbreaking one was the Blanche Monnier case. Like if you were there, you know. But yeah, it was this woman who was from the aristocratic family in France, and her mother or her family like locked her up for 25 years, and 25 years later she was a socialite. And suddenly she disappeared. She was said to be like super beautiful. And suddenly she disappeared. Also, thanks for tossing all those Mothmen at me. But yeah, she was said to be like really beautiful. And then suddenly she disappeared. Her friends didn't know where she went. Her family pretended as if she disappeared. She vanished. And they were like so heartbroken. They wanted her back. But actually all this time they were keeping her in the attic. And 25 years later, finally she was found after an anonymous tip to the police told them that, hey, this very well. Oh, also, yes. But yeah, this anonymous tipper told the police that, hey, her family is keeping her in the attic. Like, you guys have to do something. Just because he smiles doesn't mean he's evil. And yet in this case, I would say it does. Was the basement in use? No, it was attic. It was attic. Yeah, that one was the attic, and it was crazy story. Nathan says, it's always the attic where you find something horrible, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it's either the attic. It's always like either the attic or it's the basement, right? Like it's attic and cellar. Okay. As for today's case, let's get right into it. So there are countless strange things that you can come across on the internet, and unsettling images are definitely up there in the creepy internet corner. And one of those strange viral images showed a face. A face you've probably seen. It's this too pale of a face, bulging lidless eyes, like basically no eyelids, a smile that looks carved on with a knife, and that face is called Jeff the Killer. That's the face. Wait, let me turn on my music because it's spooky music. We need some spooky music to this. No noise. Yeah, like we have to have some spooky music. Sorry, I forgot to turn it on. Okay, so now here's the thing. If you grew up in the early YouTube era, you know creepypastas. You know all the creepypastas, right? Like they were our version of urban legends, except instead of being told around campfires, you know, at sleepovers, they were copy-pasted on sketchy websites and pretty much like whispered through grainy YouTube narration. So like there were a bunch of YouTube videos, like weird quality, and they would talk about those creepypastas. And we're talking, you know, oh shit, I messed up my stuff. Of course I messed it up. Of course I did. So we're talking about several very infamous images like the Slender Man, and you guys mentioned in the chat, Smile Dog, and many, many more. These were the horror icons of the internet. And then there was Jeff. Now, Jeff's alleged story was just pure shock value. A kid, you know, gets bullied, acid on his face, then fire, insanity. He carves a smile into his face, and boom, you know, family murder spree. That was the story. It was bloody. It was kind of cartoonish, but the story wasn't what made Jeff stick. The story was honestly just kind of mid, right? What made Jeff infamous was the image, because here's where it gets creepy. Nobody actually knows where the photo came from. Some people will tell you that the picture is haunted. Others would say it's cursed. But the truth, it's just weirdly like untraceable, you know? And that mystery has haunted internet detectives and sleuths for nearly 20 years. See, back in it's not like it didn't have any, let's say, breakthroughs. Because see, and back in 2013, rumors spread that someone claimed the image was a real photo of a bullied teenager who tragically ended her life in 2008. And it was then edited to look like Jeff, or it was edited to look like Jeff before. And then, she took her own life. I mean, it made rounds, people shared it, big drama, people started saying like, oh my God, this is it. She looks like Jeff. This makes so much sense, probably it was the edited photo. But here's the twist. In 2018, a deep dive by 4chan's export stamped that theory as complete lie, or at least like unreliable. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. So it turns out the face first popped up way earlier, as in like Jeff the killer, right? Face. Like everyone was saying like, no, this girl, she was the earliest one. She's from 2008. This all happened 2008. The same year Jeff the Killer came out, right? Like the story, the creepypasta came out. So it makes sense. But 4chan, 4chan's internet sleuths discovered that their Jeff the Killer face appeared on the internet way earlier. Like 2004, 2005 on this obscure Japanese image board nobody ever heard of, and nobody could find it. So the original unedited face was still missing. Okay, and also Darren says, then there's the gender bent one, Jane the Killer. Oh yeah, like the lore. We're gonna talk about this right now because before we dive into where Jeff's face actually came from, the original picture, we have to talk about this story, right? Like the creepypasta itself. So the original creepypasta, the little bedtime horror that pretty much glued this image into everyone's nightmares. So it goes like this. Jeff was just a normal 13-year-old. He just moved to a new town, new neighborhood, and right away there was trouble. Him and his brother got into some trouble with a group of bullies. Now, in a classic creepypasta logic, bullying isn't just shoving you in the hallway. No, it escalates fast. And during one of the attacks, one of those clashes, let's say, Jeff is doused in bleach, lit on fire, and left with permanent scars. His skin turns this ghostly white, his eyelids burn away, and his lips twist into a horrifying grin. In the hospital, something snaps inside of him. He starts laughing. He likes his new face. And when his mom later catches him mutilating himself in the bathroom, cutting a smile into his cheeks, like because they start healing, right? So he cuts it again, and he burns off his eyelids so he can always see his beautiful face. Well, that things aren't really ending with hugs and therapy and everyone being kumbaya, right? That same night, Jeff takes a knife, kills his parents, and whispers to his brother, the only one left alive, the only one that he left alive, 3 words that became infamous across the internet: go to sleep. That's it. That's the story. As I said, like the story is pretty simple. It is a little bit cartoonish. It is shocking and honestly kind of ridiculous if you read it now. Like if I'm talking, right, like when I'm talking about it now, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, where are the adults in all of this? And hospital staff, like, why is this allowed? How did it get so out of control, right? Okay, the hell, that's horrible. That turned him into a psycho. Yeah, so that's the story, right? Like he was bullied heavily, he was doused in bleach, he was hurt, or like the bullies caused irreparable damage to his face, and then he kind of went a little psychotic, and he did this to himself too. Like he continued hurting his own face. It's starting to clink now, starting to think Jeff wasn't okay. Oh yeah, absolutely, like Jeff wasn't okay. Very clearly he was not okay. But, you know, back in the, like, even though it's ridiculous, like the story is ridiculous when you read it now, Undead Rabbit says, or Undead Alt says, well, it was the earlier days of the internet. Any story can sound feasible if there is a hint of reality. Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, you know, back in the early 2010s, this was pretty much terrifying, or like back in like early 2000s, early or 2008, because the story appeared in 2008. So ever since then, like that was terrifying. Kids, especially for kids, right? Like not for like older adults. If they sat down and read it, they would be like, yeah, this sounds completely impossible, or like it sounds very cartoonish, this is not real. But kids on the internet, they thought this was real and this was horrifying, right? Like they talked about Jeff in school hallways. YouTube was filled with fan readings and animations. You know, there were fan sequels that popped up giving Jeff girlfriends, enemies, right? Like the alternate gender bender, like the Jane the Killer character, right? A whole extended creepypasta cinematic universe, if you will, right? Like Jeff became one of the most recognizable monsters on the internet. But here's the kicker. While the story became iconic, the image was even bigger, right? Like people would know the image without actually knowing the story. They were like, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I was one of them. Honestly, I did not know. I had no idea about the story behind Jeff the Killer. I didn't even know the name of this character, right? Like when I saw the image, but I knew the image. I'd be like, yeah, I know this image. This is the creepy fucking image that was circulating on the internet. And that image was what really stuck. You know, people believed it was some creepy person. They believed that this was a real image, and the question, right? Like this image is what really, really stuck. And the question of where that photo actually came from is what turned this creepypasta into just another scary story, just another scary story into one of the biggest internet mysteries ever. And after years and years of internet sleuths trying to connect the dots of the image's origin, one name started coming up, and that name was Katy Robinson. So this one time in the wild west of early 4chan's B-board, which is the random board, right? Someone posted this selfie and it was just a girl, right? And the board, unfortunately, was pretty ruthless. They had no mercy. They started mocking her weight. You know, they started mocking her for like her look, for her weight, for all of her selfies that were posted on 4chan. And then a rumor started that someone photoshopped one of the photos into something disturbingly similar, right? Like the now infamous face of Jeff the Killer. And if you put the pictures together, yeah, I mean, it kind of, yeah, like I would believe it, right? Like it's the same shade of her shirt, and the face is kind of shaped similarly. Like I can see that happening, right? Like I can see Photoshop working its magic and the photo on the right becoming the photo on the left, right? Enter the legend, right? Like a post appears from someone claiming to be the sister of Katy Robinson. And unfortunately, the comment read this. Attention 4chan. Yesterday, I found my sister in her room crying her eyes out. I asked her why she was feeling down, and she said it was because she is fat. I became furious, demanding she tell me who was making fun of her. She said that she posted her picture on a website called 4chan.org. She continued to say that this website made fun of her and posted shops of her picture. I am appalled. Take a good look at this picture, because this beautiful woman, my sister, committed S later that night. So yeah, that story, that comment basically blasted across forums as the origin of Jeff's face, because everyone was just like, oh my God, this girl took her own life after being bullied on the internet, after her photo was turned into what we now know is Jeff the Killer, right? A bullied teen ends her life after being turned into the internet's most infamous creepypasta. Well, 4chan is a messed up place. Absolutely. 4chan. I mean, this is not the first nor the last time that we're going to be talking about 4chan and something messed up happening on that website because, right, like we've had so many stories. We had Alex from Tennessee. We had Dr. Gloves, which was so fucked up. I can't believe that this actually happened to this day. We had another, like the guy, what's in B's freezer? Right, like what's in the freezer, and it was like body parts. We had the serial killer case from 4chan that we talked about on Patreon, and that was crazy. That's still unsolved, and it's insane. It's insane that that one is still unsolved, and they're trying to. And that happened in like 2010s, 2014, 2018. Like it wasn't even that long ago. Thank God I never got involved in 4chan when I was growing up. Oh yeah, like I am so glad that I didn't get involved in 4chan. Like I had no idea what 4chan was, honestly. Like even like just until recently, honestly, when I started getting into the creepy stuff, started looking into creepy internet mysteries, that's when I got into really understanding what 4chan was. And well, it's not beautiful. It's not pretty. That's why I don't trust everything on some websites. That's Melissa said. That's why I don't trust everything on some websites. Oh yeah, like don't trust anything on the internet 100%. And Danny said, sorry, that was from Danny. Thank God I never got involved in 4chan when I was growing up. And Suna Hanashi says, and 8chan and 8kun is even worse. I've never seen those websites. Never seen. I know that there was like 2chan, and yeah, like I only know about 2chan and 4chan. I did not know that there was like 8chan. Jesus. Hey, and Galileo Alonzi Gallifrey says, cool username, by the way. Hey, 4chan isn't that messed up. They brought you the SCP Foundation and the backrooms. Well, yeah, I guess so, but you know, comparing, I guess like, looking at like the fucked up things that are on 4chan is just, I don't know, it's a little much. Okay, Greg says, Fear says don't trust the internet, but is part of the internet. Can we trust her then? Sure you can. Trust me, bro. That's it. Just trust me. Don't trust the internet. Trust me. Or don't trust no one. Trust me. And so Hanashi says, never heard of 2chan though. Yeah, like there was 2chan, there's 4chan, there's 8chan, apparently. Darren says 4chan is an oddly sometimes helps, sometimes makes it worse. It makes it worse. Yeah, absolutely. Like I had a couple of cases where, yeah, like internet sleuths on 4chan solved something, right? Like they actually found something. So it's not like it's all bad. But I have to say it is pretty fucked up. So you have to be ready to see some things that you can't unsee later. And Notin, wait, is it Notin Nusizun? Sisun? I'm sorry if I mispronounce. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce it. And then there's Kiryu-san. Oh no, I think I've heard of it. I think I might have heard of it, but I don't even want to know what's there. It's probably a lot of things that I don't want to see. Okay, so this is where things, we have Katy Robinson and supposedly her tragic death and her story about bullying on 4chan and how someone turned her face into what we know today as Jeff the Killer. But this is actually where things start to fall apart because no one could actually prove that Katy Robinson existed. Like there was no obituary, no evidence, just these pictures of a random girl. And if you Google Katy Robinson and, specifically about this person with this picture, what do you get? You get zero about this particular person, only more speculation, like more posts about her being Jeff the Killer and more speculation tying her to Jeff. So, was it even true? Roll on to 2015 and Scary Theater, so that's a famous YouTuber, Scary Theater interviews Sesor, the creepypasta, so the author of Jeff the Killer creepypasta, and he is asked about the image. Like Sasor is asked about the Jeff the Killer image. He is asked, the picture you used in the original Jeff the Killer video has become the iconic picture for Jeff. Where did you get the picture? And Sasor says the picture was made using a white latex mask and some big plastic eyes with red rubber substance that simulated blinking. There was also a black ring around the eyes that were uncovering the exposed red eyelid. After it was made, 2 or 3 pictures were taken and posted. The rest is history. Well, that's what the author of this creepypasta says. The author who wrote the story behind Jeff the Killer. So, right, it must be true. It must be, okay, that's the origin of the image. It's the author who made the face and took a picture, right? Not exactly. Not really. So let's fast forward to 2019. Q Gage, so another horror sleuth on YouTube, he tracks down Heather White. And this is the real woman behind the Katy Robinson image. This is the real identity of this person. See, Heather is alive, she has kids, and she says that her photo was stolen from her MySpace, used in a sick prank that blew up far beyond her control on the internet. And the whole, unalive story was just pure fiction. And her photo, you can trace that back, like the earliest you can trace it was a site called True Christian back in 2004. So basically the rumor collapsed, and this website, by the way, was also like just a bunch of bullying, people just talking about her weight and talking about her look and just essentially insulting her. And that's not where this story ends, because you would think that, that means, yeah, maybe Sasor just found the image on this website or somewhere else, and he took this image and edited it, but it doesn't add up, because this is the edited, like photoshopped image. But Sasor said, I made it from a latex mask and took pictures, and that's how Jeff the Killer came to be, right? It doesn't really stick together. So Sasor is claiming that he made the Jeff the Killer image in 2008, right? That's when the story was posted. But here's the thing. Someone found the image much earlier. They found the image in 2007 in a very strange video. Actually, I forgot to pull it up, but I'm going to pull it up now. The video that I wanted to show you guys. So there's this video that was really strange. Okay, wait. Let me just pull it up. Ay. No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Hi. Okay. Sorry for scuff. Sorry for the scuff. There's gonna be a video because it's tied to... Okay, it should be fine. I think it should be fine. Is it this? Oh, okay. Apologies, but I'm gonna talk about it. So first, let's talk about the video. So there's this video in 2007, and Jeff's face appears in it. So the video was actually titled NNN Special Broadcast, and that actually translates as Nihon News Network, I think, or National Network Special Broadcast. And the video is in Japanese, and it starts with a list of names and ages, and it keeps going. And when you think it's over, this familiar pale face appears on the screen for a split second. So I'm going to show you guys the video first. Let's watch the video. It's a little bit long, so I'm just going to be skipping a lot. But yeah, we're gonna look at the video. Okay. yeah, so a list of names, ages, and it just keeps going. That's literally what it says. And then at the end, so at the end it says this: 明日の犠牲者は以上です. So, this is the list, or this is the list of tomorrow's victims. That's what this is. That's what this says. Okay, but that's not the part, right? Like that is not the part that I wanted to show you guys. So then after this, it kind of goes dark, and this happens. Yeah. So that's what the video showed, right? Like the screen went dark, then there was some like weird sounds, and then for a split second, Jeff the Killer appeared, right? So the NNN special broadcast is a known urban legend in Japan, and here's actually the story. So this video was like a recreation of that, but that's here's the story of the actual creepypasta. So okay, so that no yeah, I messed up my stuff. Okay, so this was, well, the video, first of all, the video was like uploaded by this this person, Dark Wine Night Tea, I guess. And then it was uploaded in 2007. And this is the story behind the video, right? Like NNN special broadcast, old Japanese urban legend, extremely similar in style to Local 58. This is a fairly ancient Japanese urban legend dating from the early 2000s called NNN Rinji Hoso, Nippon News Network special broadcast. Here's a Japanese wiki that talks about it. The story talks about a creepy broadcast that happened at 2:30 a.m. on the TV long after all broadcasts have finished, which featured a scrolling list of names like a staff credit scroll, ending with the statement, "Tomorrow's sacrifice." The broadcast is accompanied with creepy background sounds and visuals. Here is a rather famous recreation, so that was the video that I showed you, of the urban legend into video form, and its style is right in line with Local 58. The video is also famous for a totally unrelated reason, and it is one of the first known appearances of the Jeff the Killer image on the internet. I guess nobody really knows where the image came from. So yeah, that was the story behind, right? The urban legend behind this NNN Rinji Hoso, or special broadcast, right? And it was the first, well, I mean, a lot of people started believing that, hey, this happened in 2007, which means the source is really lying because his story and the image came out in 2008. So what is the truth, right? Like that's not where it started. It was the first ever appearance of Jeff the Killer image online, or at least that's what people believed. What we have isn't the original cursed transmission, right? Like it's not the original video. It was like the fan-made reimagining or re-upload. I guess re-upload of the from the myth, but it was, yeah, like it's in 2007. But, internet sleuths were kind of not convinced. Well, at first they were just like, well, maybe this is where the image came from. Maybe that's really the first appearance of Jeff the Killer. Also, how do you get airtime on a broadcast TV? I mean, I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know. The national broadcast TV works in mysterious ways. Okay, so internet sleuths were saying like, okay, well, this is from 2007. The story is from 2008. So clearly this image appeared much earlier, a year earlier at least. So maybe this is where the image came from that NNN special broadcast video. But it's not, because sleuths dug deeper and traced the image back to another obscure source, this Japanese website called pia.cc. So back in September 2005, a user named Mr. Mulholland, or aka Miyama, I guess, that was his nickname. He dropped an unsettling image called white powder. And this image looked very familiar because it was a washed out, pale face staring at the screen from a messy room. Like, doesn't this look very familiar? And it wasn't Jeff just yet, but it was very similar. We're like, that's the base. I mean, and it's 2005. So it's much earlier. And then fast forward to November 2005, so a year later, another user, Mr. Omega Bolt, posts a version of the same face labeled pretty face. And this is Jeff's face, right? Like, that's the final picture. And get this, the file's data reveals that it was made in good old Photoshop 6.0, and Photoshop 6.0 released back in 1999 to 2000. So the original image might even be older than 2005. Now about the pretty face. So that was the name of the image, right? Like pretty face. It might be based, or this might be a reference to a Japanese urban legend. If you're familiar with Japanese urban legends, you probably heard of one called Kuchisake Onna, and it's the slit mouth woman who terrorizes people by asking them if she's pretty before slicing them open. So maybe Jeff the Killer, or that image, white powder or pretty face image, was actually created to mimic Kuchisake Onna, so the Japanese, and it would make sense. It's on a Japanese obscure website, and it appeared in a Japanese video, or Japanese, like that. Yeah, like in Japanese. So yeah, it might come from Japan. Galileo says, okay, so now hear me out. Let's hear it. And TA Emoji says, she's pretty, just needs to go to the hospital badly. I guess so. There was like so many versions of Kuchisake Onna legend, like her husband did it to her, or like something else. Yeah, there were so many versions of this story. Okay, so maybe Jeff the Killer's face came from that. I mean, most likely it came from that obscure Japanese website in at least 2005. So 3 years before the actual Jeff the Killer creepypasta came out. Digging deeper, and the internet detectives uncovered a third rumor, an even older image. So as I said, like maybe even earlier than 2005. So an even older image. And this is an image that I don't have because no one really has it. No one really can find this image. But there was this one comment posted by on 4chan that said, I was looking for that. I remember seeing Jeff the Killer as early as 2007 or 2008. I remember there was a set of 3 photos of this guy, the one in OP's post, the one in the post linked in this post, and the third one depicting Jeff sitting next to a dirty bathtub holding something that looked like a chunk of flesh. He also had grotesquely long fingers. If anyone can find the third one, I'd be grateful. I can't find it myself. So yeah, I've never seen that picture, right? Like, have you guys ever seen this version of Jeff, like sitting next to a bathtub with like flesh, like holding in onto a piece of flesh or something, and then the fingers being long? Hey, that sounds like me. Wait, my fingers are long. Wait a minute. Am I? No, I'm not. Okay, so that was the mention of the image that was maybe even earlier than 2005. Well, I mean, this person says like, oh, as early as 2007, 2008, not F, 2007, 2008. But then, yeah, but they remember seeing other images. So apparently this image did not have EXIF data to back it up. And Sasor, right, like the author of the creepypasta, apparently once mentioned a third photo that he used to have, but it's just completely lost. So maybe that's the one. And then there's Green-Eyed Jeff. So this is another mysterious variant of the photo like that's floating around the internet. And some say it might even predate the white powder image from 2005. but the image is pretty much like too blurry. It's kind of like weird. I mean, it looks like it was taken. I don't know. I'm not sure if this one is the earlier one than 2005. It just kind of looks super blurry, and yeah, like the jawline looks even more edited, and just parts of the face and clothing just look obliterated pretty much. So the consensus most suspect, it's just it's most likely just another red herring. It's just another version. And then we have some Reddit posts. So Reddit posts, like several Reddit threads, which I'm gonna show you guys. So this is like one of the Reddit threads, wait, where people are analyzing the most famous version of Jeff the Killer and matching it to different images of actual people. And I mean, it looks pretty, convincing. It does. Like wait, let me see if I can like make it. Can I make it smaller? Can I make it? No, I can't make it smaller. Maybe. Oh, okay. Okay, we got it. Yeah, so we have some images that, yeah, well, at least this one, it seems pretty legit. Like the background seems the same. So maybe this is one of the images that that was grabbed and just kind of mashed together as Jeff the Killer. There are different images. There's this one where, yeah, there's several, right? Like this is like AI generated image, but yeah, well, this one comes up because the background looks like it could be from, that's the crazy girlfriend and Katy Robinson, or Heather/Katy Robinson. Other pictures of her. Oh, this is the one that's like really interesting. So possibly this is the picture that was lost. So yeah, one person, they mentioned seeing a snapshot of this Asian woman with oily hair, messy room, and, like hanging laundry. Like it was a video. It was a screenshot from the video. So I think that might be the screenshot. That might be it. Wait, let me see if I can. Why is my? Let me just show you guys the actual. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so one person on the internet, or several people on the internet, like they mentioned something about a snapshot from a video of an Asian woman just hanging laundry and recording a video, and I guess that's the screenshot, because they said like, oh, I couldn't find it anymore. I can't find it anywhere. And they said, well, I mean, one of the comments said, maybe, I don't know if it refers to this image or another image, but they said this. So the original image of the last one, a do-up photo of an Asian woman with rough hair, loose teeth, and fat threads that I had seen long ago when the internet began to spread to the general public. I remember it because it had whatever, I don't know. Even if I searched for the original image, I couldn't find it at all because it was only white painted images. I wonder if anyone knows it. This is like a translation, I guess, maybe from Japanese, maybe from something, because it sounds very strange. It was like, I found this comment on in a video by Blame It on Jorge channel. So he covered Jeff the Killer too, and I found this, he had the comment, like I couldn't find it when I was doing my research. And then later, Miyama, so the creator of, I guess, Pretty Face or White Powder, he confirmed that the face came from a video capture of a middle-aged Asian woman whom he barely remembered, but her face was unnaturally white. And then he slapped Photoshop filters on her, posted it to pia.cc as a surprise image, and that was that, So it possibly is this image. I think this might be it. I think, honestly, this might be the woman. So it was wiped off. Yeah, pretty much. So where are we today? Well, I mean, there's no confirmed image of Jeff the Killer, like or origin of the, I mean, this is the best we could find. I think it might be this one, or I think it might be a mashup pretty much of, or like a, mashed, several images mashed together, and it's just become what it is today. So yeah, that is the end of the case. That's where we are. That's what we found. At least I'm glad that I dug up the image of this woman, because I couldn't find it when I read about it, when I was reading mentions about it and comments. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it, and finally I came across this Reddit thread that had a bunch of images, and this was one of them. Okay, that's it. This is the end of the case. Thank you so much, you guys. What did we think? I mean, again, I myself, like personally, I didn't really know about the story behind the image, right? Like I didn't really know much about Jeff the Killer as a story, as a creepypasta, but I did definitely know the image itself because it was so creepy and it appeared on the internet and appeared on forums and social media, right? Like people were posting it. They just never posted the context. And as for the original photo, there's several contestants, I guess, to consider. Yeah, that one looks very close and very possible to be based off Jeff image. Yeah, I think this one is the closest one as for like the face, because even the hair looks like it matches. So it might be the base for the face. Maybe the other one, like the kid photo, might be... Maybe? I mean, it might, as I said, like it must have been a mashed number of pictures. So that's my theory. Like it's not really one photo that was edited, photoshopped. It's like, oh, grabbed a detail from this photo, grabbed a detail from a different photo, and then just mashed them up together. But the pixelation is just really bad on some of them. Oh, yeah. But, like they cleaned it up in Photoshop or something. Like they smoothed it out in Photoshop. You could do anything. Having it to be posted with the... so Demon Taker says, having it be posted with no origin where it came makes it mysterious and interesting for a creepypasta. Oh yeah, like I mean, that's the point, right? Like that's the point of a creepypasta. You have like the mysterious part of it. Like, oh, you can't really... Where did this come from? It suddenly appeared on the internet. Like either the image or the story suddenly appeared on the internet. You can't really confirm anything, but it's the scary part, right? Like that's the scary part, that you can't really confirm whether it's true or false. Okay. And TA says, Sona, have you heard of Laughing Jack from Creepypasta? Oh, I don't think so. Also, Creepypasta is a weird name in my opinion. Oh yeah, like it's right, like it's strange. That's just, it just stuck and it just became a thing, right? Like Creepypasta just became a term for the scary internet urban legends. And Tsunohanashi says, yeah, I have to agree. It might be one of the closest. Dad and somebody must have blended a handful of different images together to create the Jeff the Killer image. Yeah, like I think that's my best guess. Like they just created the image from like a bunch of images. And the Skeptical Panda says, you could call them spooky spaghettis. You know what? I would love it if Creepypasta one day just transformed into spooky spaghettis and that stuck. I wish that one stuck, but unfortunately it's Creepypasta. Melissa says, if I saw Jeff the Killer, I might be done for since Jeff is really fast. I don't even know that much of the lore, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to come face to face with Jeff the Killer. I don't think anyone would. And TA says, I thought it was something related to scary Italian food. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the origin is, but it just stuck and it just became the term for the creepy internet mystery. So yeah, that's where we are today. And the word creepypasta comes from copypasta. Yeah, but then what about copypasta? I mean, I know copy, right? Like as in like copy the text, but copypasta. Why is it pasta? Why is it? Oh shit. Thanks. Thank you so much. Oh my God, bacon. Why? Are you sure? Earlier, you alluded to having long fingers like the missing photo. Yeah, I do. Of Jeff, Jesus. My throat just went. Of Jeff, who might kind of sort of the slit-mouthed woman. I don't think so, but if you put your hat, we could have a contender for Hachisaku or Hashaku-sama. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like my hat kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Hi. Well, I mean, you know, my fingers are a little bit long. They are like a little long fingies. Okay, so that's it for today. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in, for sticking through the story with me, for sitting through this with me. And Kyle Kyle says, creepypasta kind of makes me think they're horror stories at a lower tier than scary. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes sense. It's like, it's, as I said, like it's kind of like the internet creepy bedtime story, sort of. And Rune says, thank you, Sona. You're welcome. Galileo, we do not talk about Hachisako-sama in our Christian cold case stream. Jesus, what? Wait, when did I say that it's a Christian cold stream? Wait, hold up. Damn, she has that that one turned off. Wait, which one? Oh, the explosion? Wait, which one? Hold up. Oh, giant. Yeah, wait. I can turn it on. I can turn it back on. Wait, let me turn it back on. The giant thing and the chibi, you guys can play around. Like if you know, you know. Wait, hold up. Okay, now it's turned on. Oh shit. Yeah, hello. I am a giant. I'm bigger than my cases, you know. I've outgrown my my channel. Oh no. Yeah, it's one of the toggles. It's one of the toggles. It's yeah. I don't have it like on always. I usually have it on when it's when I'm streaming on Patreon. But yeah, I have a couple. I have the chibi version of myself. Hi. Hello. But just like my oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, did not know this is how it looked like, but this is how it looks like. My neck be thick and thin at the same time. Jesus. But yeah, that's wait. Can I undo it? Oh, I would like to undo myself. Yeah. Oh no, it's Fearzilla. Oh yeah, the giant. Well, I also have the big head one. Do you remember this one? Yeah, that's the big head. Wait. Go back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? You guys are gonna be messing with the model. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. Jesus, thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Hi. Why? Why? Stop. Wait. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it for the. I think I have like the confetti. Yeah, the confetti is also active, and kaboom is the explosion one. So there's slime. There's oh my god, the screen went dark. Well, the screen didn't go dark. It's just yeah. I don't think I can. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the Mothman. Well, Mothman is fun. That's the fun one. Okay, so this is it. That's the last stream of the week. Thanks. Oh, thank you so much. Why do I have no eyes when the slime is here? But yeah, jeez, confetti is fancy. Yeah, confetti is pretty fancy. It is pretty fancy. Okay, so thank you so much for today, you guys. Thank you for listening to the case. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the origin of this creepypasta image. We will have more. I wanted to cover different creepypasta images, like the smile dog. Like I'm definitely planning to cover that one, and several others. Like Slenderman, I did cover the Slenderman murders, so I don't think I'm gonna cover the image itself, but definitely smile dog, definitely some other. You can definitely suggest, you can suggest other creepypasta images that you think I should find the origin of in the comments below this video after I'm done with the stream. So if you have any suggestions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. Thank you so much. Oh my god. You spin me right round, baby, right round, da 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 down, da 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 down down. Wow 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 wow. Yes, that's what I needed. Vertigo, motion sickness. In my own office. Oh god. Okay. You guys, thank you so much. She's a blender, chat. Oh geez, I wish like I could. I think I can set it up to be like faster, like you can spin like even faster than this. But I'm ready for future creepypasta cases. Oh, and how about Clockwork or maybe Tiki Toby? Oh, okay. I've never heard of those. But yeah, put them in the comments, please, so that I have, I have them written down. Like I can write it down too. But if you have more to suggest, then please absolutely comment with your suggestions and I'll check it out. And if you have any suggestions from like ARGs or, analog horror, also feel free to comment below. Anyway, thank you so much for today, you guys. I'll see you next time. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks for the slime. I'll see you on Wednesday with another creepy video, and I'll see, oh my god, yes, I love this. Oh, I love it. It's kind of, I really like it because I can like, wow. Whoa, wait, helicopter. Oh no, am I gonna be a giant while spinning? Oh no, okay, I'm not. Okay, cool. This is like one cat meme. Oh no. Okay, so so I'll be back on Wednesday. Oh Jesus Christ, the slime is going like through me. The like Holy Spirit, it's going through me. So I'll be back on Wednesday with another creepy stream. In the meantime, there's gonna be some YouTube shorts, so you guys can keep an eye out for those. And yeah, like just if you like my videos, wait, hold up, I have to like pull it up. Okay, yeah, if you like my content, if you like my videos, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you like my content, and turn on those notifications to be notified whenever I show up in my little dark corner of the internet. Yeah. In the meantime, stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bear your haxes. Until the next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Joshua, thank you so much for reheating me across the room, even though you couldn't see it, but thank you so much for the super. Thanks for the stream, so have a fantastic day, you too. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful Sunday. And I do have a fun fact, even though I can't really tell if it's like real or not, but apparently it's titled Finnish baby boxes. So traditionally, Finland's expectant mothers have been given a box. Wait, because the music is like super loud. Excuse me. So Finnish mothers have been given a box by the state, and like literally a box. It's like a starter kit that can even be used as a bed. It helped Finland achieve one of the world's lowest infant mortality rates. Okay, so the box. Well, I guess the boxes saved infant mortality rates, perhaps. If you look up Finnish baby box, you can literally see that it's a box, and that's with, I guess, like for babies. I don't know. Anyone from Finland? Can you guys confirm? Can we confirm that? Let's confirm next time. But that's for next time. Thank you so much again, and stay safe out there. I'll see you the next time. Bye.